name is Joseph Patterson. Welcome to One Jamaica TV. This is the place of choice for all who love this country and want to see the nation succeed. Good evening to all of you, and welcome to this very interesting discussion we're going to have tonight about how the Prime Minister has been feverishly copying from the UIC's 10-point plan and trying to make sure that the Jamaican people hear it from him first.
So Morris, my strategy is always to look out for the best ideas. If it comes from the opposition, if it comes from within the government, if it comes from a citizen, if I'm listening on radio, good ideas. Because the brain is not in one head. So you now must be able to pool heads together with ideas and get it done. And oftentimes some of the things that I put into operation, I did not originate them. I hear people complaints, I hear their suggestions, I'm on radio listening or on social media, or somebody writes me a note and I take it.
And so people are not hearing from us as much as they need to hear from us. You would think that Jamaica only has 2 registered political parties and not 3. Obviously, there is an attempt to keep the UIC away from the attention of the Jamaican people. But we're not going to give up or give in. We're here and we're going to continue to press and use the channels that we have here on YouTube and on Twitter and Instagram and anywhere else that we can get the message out. We'll continue, even on WhatsApp. We're busy trying to connect with people inside, outside Jamaica, the diaspora, everywhere. So I want to thank all of you who are here with us tonight, all of you who have done everything you possibly can to spread the word about the UIC and to make sure Jamaicans know that there is an alternative. Now they have a real. It's no longer just it's not even 2 choices, because whether you vote for JLP or PNP, you're really voting for the PSOJ and the colonial masters who control them. So really, Jamaicans only have 2 choices. You vote for what has obtained for the last 78 years, or you vote for the UIC. Now, people can't vote for what they don't know about. And so many Jamaicans still do not know about the UIC. And that's where you and I come in. We have to make sure we're working hard to get the message out. So good to see you on, all of you who are here with us tonight. The topic is the fact that the Prime Minister has been caught stealing the UIC ideas. And he has been doing that for some time now. Many of you might notice that he no longer wears the usual green suits that are associated with his party, but that he has been trying to get Jamaicans to become acclimatized to seeing him wearing the UIC blue. So they're really doing quite a job. I mean, I told my wife today, we were having a chat, and I said to her, the Prime Minister is very good at politics. He's not very good at anything else, like managing the economy or fixing crime or anything like that. He's good at politics. He's good at the game of politics, the unfortunate game that these people play with the citizens of this country. And so he's very good at playing that game. And one of the things that he has been doing is copying from the UIC's 10-point plan. Now, this plan has been out for some time, at least for the last 2 years. And so step by step, the Prime Minister has been taking them one at a time.
The brain is not all in one head. And it is the collection of our mind and faculty that develops the country. And for me, it doesn't really matter where the idea originates. It is who gets it done.
Now, Craig, because we're not supported, we're we're not very recognized by the media. So the regular media houses, the TVJs, the CVMs, the Gleaner, the Observer, the various radio stations, they do not see fit to do what is normal. When you have a normal, free country where you have journalists who are interested in bringing the news, bringing information, bringing what is topical to the people, ensuring that the citizens know what's going on and what's happening out there. In a normal free society, when you have 3 registered political parties, the citizens would hear every time there's a major news item, every time there's a major announcement by the government, anytime there is a significant happening in the society, any reasonable journalist would whip out their microphone and their camera, and they would first of all go to hear what is the government's position on this matter. And you'll hear the government's position. Then they would go to the next political party. In this case, let's go to the PNP and say, what does the PNP have to say about this matter? The Prime Minister is now talking about mandating young people to go into a program after secondary school if they're not going into university or college. That might sound familiar to you because the UIC has been advocating that program now for some time. It's called YES. YES will help to keep our children above the school age from joining criminal gangs. The Youth Employment Solution is a very effective program once it is linked with the other areas that I'm going to talk about. Prior to that, we had the Youth Enterprise Society, which is a charity that I created back in 2016. And then subsequently in our manifesto and our 10-point plan, we advocated for the Youth Employment Solution, which is designed to ensure that every young person leaving high school who is not going into a post-secondary program, such as university or a trades program, they would be apprenticed in industry or the public sector, police, army, hospital, roadworks, whatever it is. They would be apprenticed in that program where they'll get an income and they would learn key skills and develop work ethics and so on. We have been advocating for this for some time. You have never heard on CVM, TVJ, Gleaner, Observer, or on any radio station generally, where they said, oh, the UIC president is advocating for a national youth employment solution that would solve this problem for us, get our young people away from the gangs, that would get them fully into an apprenticeship program, learning and earning at the same time. Big news on all these outlets. You have never heard that. But now the Prime Minister reshape it and come with a JLP package version of the same thing.
We're not taking it for granted that our young people will leave high school and automatically transition into the world of work. So we're spending almost $2 billion on the LIFT program, Learning and Investment for Transformation, under the Heart Trust NSTA. We have graduated this year 500 students under the LIFT program. They're all taken up into firms. Many of the firms are represented here, and that will ensure that there is seamless transition. Right? That's a strategy to make sure that we don't lose the talent. So these are sixth formers that we have made it possible for them to have internships in firms, so that the firms can start to make deliberate connections with them to keep them here. We have the Jamaica National Service Corps, where the Jamaica Defense Force trains almost 2,000 youngsters per year. Some of them will matriculate into the JDF, but the balance the significant remainder will be available to the labor market to support technical fields that are also crying for support.
Of course, you quickly hear it on the news, and they will go and ask the PNP, what is your position on this? They still won't say, the journalists won't say, oh, but Mr. Prime Minister, isn't that the program that the UIC have been advocating for some time now? Are you saying it's a good program, Mr. Prime Minister, and it's good for Jamaica, and we should be doing this? Are you saying, are you going to give credit to the UIC for this program? How did you come up with this program? Nothing like that will be heard in the media.
Because how I see it is that each administration should be a step on the other. So the objective isn't to destroy what others have done, but to build on what others have done. It makes your job easier to reach the top. Because when you have to start from scratch, granted, there are some things that might not fit within the policy framework and so forth, but not all is bad. And you take what you can and you build on it.
What are your thoughts on that, Mr. Mackenzie?
I believe personally that if we as Jamaicans keep going down this same path and we expect a different result, this is not a wise move. I firmly believe, based on what I have come to know about the UIC and its policies, its manifesto, and what their core competencies are really about. I believe that it's high time for a change. Change is always difficult. I myself, I don't really like change, but after hearing and comprehending what the UIC is about, I firmly believe that it's now time for us to chart a different path.
Yeah, we continue to lead the two colonial parties in ideas. So they continue to borrow our ideas, in fact, steal our ideas because they don't give us credit for it. But we continue to be a leader in this space. So they have turned our Youth Employment Solution Program, yes, into LIFT, and they are stealing that and other ideas to see if they can make themselves relevant to the Jamaican people. In a way, I don't mind if they steal the idea at all and implement it. The problem is that they won't implement the ideas effectively because they're not in the business of really fixing problems. They're in the business of winning elections and stealing monies. And so all their programs will turn out to be nothing more than massive corruption enterprises where they will simply start a program, get the political mileage out of its announcement, and then the program will gradually fade into obscurity after billions would have been spent and a large percentage of this stolen by their various activists that they have throughout the system that they've employed, from the minister down to the permanent secretary to various staff members and community activists that they have. So the long and short of it is, while they will steal the ideas and try to be first in the minds of the people on the ideas and not give credit to the UIC for what we come up with, the long and short of it is that the ideas will generally fail for lack of proper management and for lack of accountability and obviously significant waste and misappropriation of funds. So they will fail, as they've always failed the Jamaican people for 8 years now. And the UIC will continue to find new ways to articulate its vision and mission for Jamaica. So let them go on with them thieving now. And while we continue to build and grow and see how we can effectively overcome the media blockade and reach the Jamaican people successfully.